Welcome to yet another segment of Tech Talk. Today we have Mitesh Gada. Mitesh, I just wanted to understand from the background that you hail, which is leading design teams and designing workspaces. I wanted to understand what are some of the strategies that you and your team imply or apply to help or aid space management, and how do you create efficient layouts?
Yeah. So when you talk about efficiency, 2 or 3 main criteria that you need to have layouts, or you should have design which is in modularity. One important aspect of sustainability is modularity. You can keep changing, you can keep adapting, you can change, modify, increase or decrease. So that's one of the very key factors. Another thing is you should invest, or maybe you should design products which are sustainable, robust, and which are long lasting, because as when the requirements keep changing, a particular requirement or a particular say segment of a team changes, their requirement changes. Once you have the products which are long lasting, maybe they could be used somewhere else. So a lot of time people said we need to be very cost efficient, but cost efficient does not mean the first time use or first time buy. It is about the lifetime of the entire project. So if you are able to buy something which is going to last more than a typical thing, I think you've achieved what you wanted as such.
You work with several state-of-the-art technologies across your project. One of them is BIM, and knowing the company is so forward with its approach to technology and embracing it, I wanted to understand how has this role implicated your project delivery, and how have you all used it across your projects?
So typically, if you see in native or say pre-COVID era, BIM was always there, but it was not adapted. What typically BIM does and help the project is removes the human dependency, because that's a major factor. Because if you see people move out, people changing, there are teams who work collaboratively, but most of the time people who are not using BIM, everything is human dependent. So today if I'm not there in the system, I'm not there present in the meetings, I'm gone for a vacation, everybody's stuck. But if I have a platform like BIM or any other cloud-based platform where the data is stored and I could access it from anywhere. Initially it was like I plan something, I design something, and then I find the coordination issues, then I find what are the misses. But in BIM, what has happened when I design or when I conceptualize things, I need to get everything in place. So all my design bits, all my details, all my smaller things which will actually be required to at least design it completely, they are bought day one. All the aspects are put in a system called BIM. And then we have a lot of coordination issues which are automatically filtered out. Yes, it's not 100% foolproof solution, but it definitely reduces the amount and to and fro which happens in a typical native way of working as such.
The last question I wanted to understand is how are you all addressing sustainability through the your measures as such?
Sustainability today has to be taken as a responsibility, not mere a trend. And if somebody believes that you want to take that as a responsibility, all your actions then come to that.
Okay.
Looking at sustainability, what we are mainly focus is upon the space, designing of the spaces. I have heard somebody saying that your space is like a hardware, and your design is like a software.
Okay.
So when your hardware and software are at the right place, that is when you get the best results.
That's great. With this, thank you so much, Mr. Mitesh, for joining us here.
Thank you.
And for sharing your insights with us. With this, we'll end.